Sorry, I can't help it.
No, you're right. Take it away.
No, that was a rant. Good. That was a good call on going live because there's a rant coming, and
Oh my
I've got a fucking bone to pick with goddamn Burger King. These fucking assholes.
Do you have it
Let's
your
hear
way?
it.
No,
Mm-mm.
no. They refuse to give it to me my fucking way, which is literally the picture on the goddamn food board. That's the way I want it. These fucking assholes. I stopped there on my way home today to get something to eat because I was running late. I'm like, so I should let me preface this. I went there probably not that long ago, at least a month or two ago. I got like the Royal Crispy Chicken Sandwich. I'm like, I want the one, like, do you want bacon? The one with bacon and cheese on it, whatever kind of cheese. I'm like, yeah, give me the bacon and cheese. Fucking assholes didn't put on the bacon when they literally brought it up that time.
Okay.
This time I go, I'm like, I'm gonna get the fiery Royal Crispy chicken sandwich meal. I'm like, giant picture of it. You see the pepper jack cheese, you see the bacon. There's literally no other option. Like, that's what it comes with.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that. I get something for Sarah, and we're sitting there. We're eating our dinner. I take a bite into it. I'm like, wait a second, something's not right here. Like, all I said was no tomato because there's tomatoes on it. I'm like, there's no fucking bacon. I'm looking at the receipt. It just says no tomato. Like, I didn't say don't put anything on it whatsoever. They clearly typed it up right. And then I take another bite. I'm like, wait a second. There's no fucking cheese. They didn't put half the fucking ingredients on it. It's literally just the chicken and lettuce.
Hey, listen.
What the hell? These people won't refuse to serve me what I order.
My favorite part would have been if the tomato is still on it, though.
I almost expected that after that. If they gave me one with just a fucking tomato on it, I would have had to have punched the drive-thru guy in the face. Like, I would have gone back to the drive-thru, ordered a soda, pulled up to the window, and then fucking punched him in the face.
Especially the prices these days. You're paying like $18 for a fucking meal now.
Word. That's crazy for
what the these people refuse to serve me what I ask for. I'm like, it's in the fucking picture. I didn't say give me a piece of fried chicken. Give me what's in the fucking picture.
Yeah. Crazy.
Was this today?
Yes, this was today. And this is literally the only fast food place where I run into constant problems.
Mm-mm. And I'm going to guess this is Clifton Park.
No, this is the one right by my house where you blew up their bathroom.
Oh, right near the mall. Okay,
yeah, they deserved it.
I never had issues with that one.
Oh, they got Sarah's order right.
They got you know what it is? They got your picture on the wall. They're saying we're gonna fuck this guy every time he comes.
Like, they stopped.
It's because you know what, Chris? It's because
they also stopped offering me the crown the last 2 times I've been there. There's literally
I never get offered the crown. What the
really? I get it like half the time.
I don't think I've ever even been offered a crown when I was a kid. I think I
really think they're fucking with you. They're fucking with you hard.
They're fucking with my head then, because literally half the time I go through, the one dude there is super fucking excited when running the drive-thru.
Yeah, because you're
like,
so they're
he's trying to get me to take a crown, and I've done that once or twice, so I wear it on the drive home.
Oh, dude!
Just imagine
every time you do that, you need to drop that
manager at the local Burger King is trying to psychological warfare you.
They really are, man, and I don't even go there that often.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
like that's the beauty of it, though. That's probably the beauty of it. I don't go there that often, but it's on the way home.
It's the perfect plan.
So they must have my picture up in there or something. And like,
it's a long-term war. Like it's that one little trick that people did to torture somebody. You don't know it's all the way. So like, for example, say a whole school year, you go in the classroom, you put a penny on someone's chair every day. every day. Eventually, it's going to drive them nuts.
I'm gonna end up burning this fucking restaurant to the ground.
Have you ever put a penny on somebody's chair like this, James?
Nah, I was poor. I couldn't afford a penny.
I didn't start laughing until I heard Mick's.
How's it going, George?
You think I can afford to put a penny on someone's chair every day?
He was the one taking them off.
He's the one taking them off.
Putting them on. The teacher grabbing them, and the teacher had no fucking clue. It was James just.
I don't even know what Mick is saying, but it's cracking me up.
He's gone.
90 cents by the end of the year.
He can finally buy a pouch of milk.
or 3/4 barrel drinks.
Oh. This is bringing tears to my eyes.
There you go.
I had something else, and now I don't. James. Oh, by the way, James looks like a fucking count. He looks more like a vampire than he does a fucking Hogwarts student.
James,
Listen.
go. One.
I look like I'm the next fucking leader of Hogwarts.
You look like you're the fucking accountant coming in to tell the manager they need to start cutting costs.
You're right. I'm there to tell Dumbledore. You guys to fire some people.
He looks like the Hogwarts accountant.
Yep. Got to fire some people.
You need somebody.
Hey everybody, how's your food today? Is it cooked to a proper temperature? What's up, George?
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm not going to be the only thing Slytherin tonight.
that's gonna one, a two, a three.
Broke that one, but
Oh shit.
how's it going out
Anyway.
there?
Yeah.
That was my Burger King rant.
Before we even dive into these movies,
grinds his gears.
It's great. Yeah, that ground my wizard gears.
Before we dive into this movie, James has a couple movies to talk to us about really quick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What did we? I forgot what we made him watch.
No, don't talk about them punishment.
Movie
He has to.
43.
Make us argue.
Movie 43.
Oh.
It'll be quick. So
I've never seen this.
Mick had the honor to choose a bad movie for me for punishment to watch and review.
Should know my audience.
So by the title itself, I'm like, this must be really bad. They didn't even title it. It's just called Movie 43.
And it's true. James hates math. He hates numbers.
Like, why is there numbers in this title? Try to make me think and shit. So I turned this shit on, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Okay, so it's starting. Until it gets to, I'm like, oh, they got some stars here. I'm like, huge. I'm like, there's a nutsack on his neck. I'm like,
oh, is that the movie that's from?
yes, yes.
I've only heard that reference.
I go, what the fuck is this?
Oh.
And then it just kept going. I'm laughing. I'm like, this is just one of those stupid fucking movies where it's joke after joke after joke after joke of that slapstick nonsense silliness shit. And I don't mind these things because I don't have to pay attention to the storyline, really. The storyline's dumb. It's these fucking kids looking for movie 43 that starts a World War apocalypse type thing. So stupid. But anyways, but the little fucking stories that while they're on the internet searching, like Google, popping up, they're so stupid, random, silly things with major stars. And I was like, this is not that bad. So anyways, it wasn't that bad. I'm going to give this movie a 7.
Get the fuck out of I'm leaving.
American Ron Weasley doesn't like that.
Nope. He was complaining in the chat the day where I said this movie wasn't bad.
Yeah. Hey, funny's funny. Hey, you find stuff funny. That's all you need.
Hey, exactly. It's my kind of humor. It's that fucking dark nonsense moronic shit. You're like, what the fuck? He got a nutsack on his chin. It kind of reminds me, it's like a mixture of a whole bunch of shit. It's like Robot Chicken mixed with Family Guy, mixed with SNL.
Plus
it's
his
like
childhood.
They're trying to make a snowball of nonsense. That's what it was. So, yeah, it did bother me. I kind of enjoyed it.
Oh. Didn't really do very well with punishment for him, but next time we'll get
And
him.
I made up the movies from last week. I watched the first two Fantastic Beasts.
Oh. That's right.
Yeah, so I watched those also.
Any quick thoughts on those?
Quick
Yeah,
thoughts on
right.
that. The first one I seen, that was the second time I seen it. I like that. My favorite character is that little fucking platypus thing.
Niffler.
Steals all the coins.
Niffler. I
I
forgot
love
his
that
name.
fucking thing.
Yeah, you're right.
He's my favorite character.
Yeah, I love that fucking
He's a
little
great
thing.
character.
I was like, he's so cool.
And you can't use him as a plot device and not count him as a character.
Well, I like him. But the storyline itself of not a bad story. It felt exactly like you are in the Harry Potter world. The plot is like the same storytelling as the Harry Potter storytelling. Politics are in there a little bit.
Well, that's what they're going for.
Yeah, it's all that mixture. It wasn't a bad movie. I kind of liked it for Harry Potter, for that type of kind of movie. I'm going to give that one a 7.
Okay.
Second one, it was like a 6-month time skip, but everybody moved on like it was a 3-year time skip. 6 months, the dude had hair down to his fucking shoulders, looking like a black-haired Fabio. And that, by the way, is that Flash?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. He didn't have long hair until the third one. He had still had short
you're
hair
right.
in the
Never
second,
mind. My bad. You're right. He did.
which we're about to get into.
Oh, then I found the second one. So he's with that girl, right? He saves the girl. They're teamed up. Credence and who ends up being the snake for Voldemort.
Oh, yes, Nagini.
Yeah. Nagini.
Yes.
Yeah, which, by the way, no, I'll wait until you're done.
Okay. The storyline, I say I like the first one better.
I
This
agree.
one was, of course, I had my favorite character in it again too. This is like a reoccurring character. You got to be in every one. The platypus is like, these movies got to have like a standout little fucking monster character or something.
Yeah.
To ride along with the movie. So
He's got like not even the praying mantis.
oh,
like
the little stick. It's a baby Groot.
The grass.
Fucking Groot.
The grasshopper.
I was waiting for it to
mantis
look like Vin Diesel, go family.
Those were the only words Vin Diesel knew. I am Groot.
And family.
But yeah,
he can't read. They can't give him a full script.
Prick. Was it Prick? I forgot his name.
It's Pick. I think it's Pick.
There you go. Oh yeah, because he picked the locks and shit.
Yes.
But I forgot where I was at. Oh, I like the fucking magical beast. I like how all of them are. They're pretty cool looking. They're like, it was like kind of like fucking. He has a briefcase like it's like a fucking Pokeball.
It is. It's fun,
he
man.
Fucking opens up and a Pokemon comes out.
These beasts are fun because all the ones he come across, they manage to give them some kind of like personality.
Yeah,
I think that might be my biggest issue with these movies, and the fact that like Grindelwald is such a bad guy, but what's his name's not the why am I blanking? Newt, and why Newt is not the he's really not the protagonist after the first one.
No,
it's not. It's more like Dumbledore's looming as a protagonist, and then they're like kind of like building towards that. And Newt is sort of around, and I think that's why I didn't like it, because I was like, I would have preferred less Dumbledore or less Grindelwald, and more of the beasts and storylines that surround needing the beasts more.
I'm down for that. Yeah, because Newt's not that integral, other than the fact that he just has the briefcase with beasts, and he's like the world's only. I forgot like the job title they give him,
like Dr. Doolittle.
Cryptid zoologist or something like that.
Yeah. That's but it's literally Dumbledore's show. He's kind of running everything. The second movie that we talked about last week is literally just all build up for a third movie. There's nothing going on. It's just all story.
Exactly. That's why this one was lower. I'm giving this one a 6. So the second one is a 6. I like the first one better.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what's funny, real quick, James, is so last week, first one I gave a 7.5, second one 5.5. Chris 6.5, 6, Mick 7.5. So you're like right on par with us.
Except for a movie 43, you fucking jackal.
I kind of want to watch movie 43 now,
It is fun. You'll
just to
find
see what it's about.
You'll
I
find
should have
it.
never brought that up. I should have just said Blood Lake.
I've gone through that.
I memorized that. I want to watch it. I would just came in and just told you every fucking scene.
The budget's so bad when they can't even afford a fucking flashlight. Because that movie is literally all dark the whole way through.
Greatest boat scene ever. Titanic has nothing on it.
Longest boat scene ever.
Can you
There's
fix
movies
it?
about a boat.
What's better, that movie or Speed 2?
Did we watch Speed 2?
I'll
I don't know
watch
if-
Speed 2. I'll
Speed
watch
2.
all the speeds.
No, we
After-
did watch Speed 2. It was
did.
on the Terrible Twos wheel. That's right. God,
Yep.
that was fucking awful.
It was.
It is bad. You're right. 3 days for the fucking boat to go to the fucking land. We're going not 35 knots. We'll get there someday.
All right, Count.
Yes. And that's it. That's my catch up and my bad movie review. So now on to today's episode
Boom.
subject.
Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yes.
Oh, but Mick made a good point. Like Newt, like they established this franchise with Newt, and after the first movie, like
It's all
he's
about
just
Dumbledore.
there. He's just
Yeah.
kind of there to push the story along.
It's basically
Yeah.
Dumbledore's origin story.
Like I haven't watched. I didn't watch. I can't think of what's like the Keynes movie with the spies.
Oh, Kingsman.
The Kingsman.
Oh yeah, Kingsman.
This
yeah.
reminds me, like I didn't see the Kingsman, but I feel like this is the Hogwarts. Dumbledore is leading like Kingsman type.
Kingsman's, first of all, Kingsman's wild. You guys should watch all those.
I seen the first one.
They're so good. And if you were ever looking for like a franchise face-off, Kingsman versus the Daniel Craig James Bond would be good. But anyway, neither here nor there. This, like, with this second and this third one, I think that really was bugging me was like it felt like they only kept Newt around because they kept calling it Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, and you wasted this character because he's the one he's the one I liked the most, and to see him backseated even to his own brother in it.
Yeah.
In this third one,
Yeah, a little bit.
you
You
know,
know
it's
what
like,
he was? He was
why?
an errand boy. He was like a fucking.
He is. Well, it's
like-
Dumbledore's running the show. He's working
Yeah.
for Dumbledore.
he gets
Yeah.
younger people to do all his bidding for him. I see. Dumbledore sucks.
Hey, no, you're not wrong. Even when we get into the Harry Potter
though
franchise, he's getting.
even though he's pure heart, because the thing bowed to him.
Well, you know what it's like. It's like he's like the Doctor Strange of the Hogwarts universe. Like he's this looming presence that he like. Can he see the future? Can he not see the future? He's like he's sending these kids to do shit. Just like Doctor Strange in Marvel. But like Dumbledore's running the show, and then there was a battle in this movie where yes, Newt is your main character, but Dumbledore's running the show. Where at the same time they're trying to keep him not clearly stating he's the main character. So
Even
I
though
feel
he's
like, yeah,
The highest
Even-
honor at the end of the movie or whatever.
Then they get rid of one of the main characters, then bring her back at the end.
oh, Newt's love interest now
yeah,
the
the
leader
love
of the
interest.
American or that
Yeah,
was
I'm
that
like-
was a little weird too.
She
Feel
got
like
that
she
high
c-
up after 6 months.
Not
Mhm.
that, but like she can't sneak away for the
I
very
know.
short amount of time it took them to take down Grindelwald.
Yeah.
Nope. She was busy. She had shit to do, man.
Oh, by
Uh,
the way, Grindelwald looked like he fucking grew 2 feet.
Well,
You know,
it's not Johnny Depp. Johnny
I
Depp's
know.
gone.
it
Mads,
threw me off. It
Mads
fucking threw me off. I was
Mikkelsen
like,
is in,
fuck?
which I love Mads Mikkelsen.
I didn't mind it because they already established with what's his name, Colin Farrell in the first one, so I didn't mind that they changed all the way throughout.
Mhm.
I think people got too latched on with the whole controversy with Johnny Depp, like, oh yeah, he lost, so what are you gonna do? Find somebody else? Like, you just literally fucking did that in the first movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I remember
Yeah.
people bitching about it, like, you can't do that. And it's like, Johnny
what the
Depp wasn't even in this fucking first. Are you kidding me? Like, are you driving me nuts? So by the time you get to the third one, which I thought the imagery was cool, I thought the locations were cool, the fights were cool.
Yeah.
But overall, again, I'm watching Dumbledore Light. Like, I'm watching a prequel to the Dumbledore experience. And I didn't buy into that.
No. By the way, just to state, I think Johnny Depp's a douchebag, personally. But it's hard for me to support him anymore.
No, while we're on that, not even him being the douchebag part, but the change didn't bother me either. Not just because of what you brought up, Mick, but I was watching him with the wife, and she was saying how, like, she actually liked the change because it looks less cartoony. Like, Johnny Depp looks real cartoony.
He looked like the fucking villain of Roger Rabbit in the second one.
Yeah, that's true.
And with this, it looks like you take the guy a hell of a lot more serious, with that role and with this shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why I didn't even think about that last week when we talked about it. He looks like the fucking villain in Roger Rabbit.
Or something you would throw in, like the Wizard of Oz or some shit, or fucking some pirate shit or some weird shit.
But no, if Mads Mikkelsen, even if they played Johnny Depp the way they played Mads Mikkelsen in this one, is more of a normal, like, composed, knows what he's doing wizard, as opposed to his outlandish,
super extreme out there.
like bleached out.
Pretty much him playing himself, just dressed different.
He's like a form of fucking Jack Sparrow and everything he does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I have to tell you,
changes his clothes.
I don't think it bothered me who we got to play this character, Grindelwald.
Grindelwald.
I mean, I didn't mind that Johnny Depp was taking a different approach where he looked weird, because Colin Farrell looked straight laced, Mads Mikkelsen looked straight laced in it, and I felt like the fact that Dumbledore is so straight laced and in suits and stuff like that, and there's no real. I felt like it was too stoic. Then, like, since everybody was very sort of straight laced and not like, yeah, there was comedy, but they weren't really slapstick too hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought that the villain probably should have been more absurd in some way. Like, I felt like he was too straight laced too, and it was just too much and too dry. I wanted a really charismatic, like, crazy villain or something.
Mm-hmm. Like he's out of his mind.
None of these performances gave that to me.
No, I would say that's fair. I think they could have used a balance somewhere between Johnny Depp in Crimes of Grindelwald and Mads Mikkelsen in this one. I think there's a balance there they could have done, because Mads Mikkelsen is pretty straight laced in this one, which is, it's one thing to have a different look. That's fine because you took a new actor, but it's like a whole different attitude compared to the second one.
But I mean, again, going back to what Mick was saying, it's the first one had a completely different person, a completely different persona.
He was totally, but he was pretending to be a different person.
Yeah, he was undercover, basically.
True.
Like, that was the point. Like, he was supposed to be playing this part of Colin Farrell in the first one as part of the ministry.
Basically, like law enforcement.
Yeah, in the second one, he's himself. In this third one, he's kind of himself, but in more of a politician type role.
Yeah, a lot of politics in this one.
Yeah, and I don't mind the politics of Hogwarts, but this franchise, like, it felt like it stuffed all of that in there, so we got glimpses of it. And it's like, do a Dumbledore trilogy or something then, but give us Fantastic Beasts, like. Or just, you should have left the first one alone and whatever. Who cares?
This could have easily been a Dumbledore / Fantastic Beasts Kingsman type situation, because I feel like that it would have been an awesome recipe. Like, how are these movies like not Fantastic Beasts or just Adventures of Dumbledore?
It would have been cool to see Dumbledore, like he does in these, create a team. And all three of them doing this, and like,
because we go into Harry Potter, Dumbledore is the established leader. Outside of Voldemort, he is the man.
Yeah,
and I feel like they try. You have this movie, Secrets of Dumbledore. They tried to get you there. It's not enough to get to the point where
Especially where he's through all the movie, he's locked down by that blood thing. He can't even do nothing. So that's why he has his little team to do everything for him.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, that is why it reminded me a little bit of like an Ocean's 12 Kingsman type thing. He can't do anything, so he assembles a team to do all these certain things. He's sending them out. By the way, fucking sad beginning to this movie. Like I was.
With the mother
with the horse dragon chilling.
Yeah,
they eventually call it. I'm like, I almost started to tear up like right away. I'm like, really? You can just kill some animals right away?
So they start you off.
Just
I'm like, that was that was fucking sad.
Then he keeps bringing it back to life and doing it all over again.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Making it kneel to him again.
I enjoyed the scene where they go back to Jacob, who's running his bakery. Queenie is gone. She has joined the dark side.
Yeah. Oh my God. I will tell you that hit in the last one with Queenie.
Part 2?
Yeah.
Where she left him and went to the fire.
But when it picks up in this one, it does. You feel it.
I really like the Queenie Jacob dynamic. Like, that is one thing I think they did a great job on.
Where she couldn't even look at him, like she's not looking at him on purpose.
Yeah, in the scenes, like the first half of this movie, like there's scenes in the ballroom or the gathering, like she won't even look in his direction. She knows he's there because he stands up and points himself out.
They played that off very well. Acting wise, they played that off really, really, like it was real believable. It was very believable.
Yeah, I felt like Queenie's character, it was a good progression, I think, for her throughout the 3 movies. Like she played it like from kind of like naive mind reading in the first one to get into the dark side, and then coming back in this third one. Like it was a nice evolution for her. Jake, I don't know. Jacob got on my nerves in the first one for a little bit, but he's fucking fantastic. He grew on me. Yeah.
He's a muggle that they keep going to. Like, hey, you're reliable. You're like our main.
Yeah, I do, like the fact that they keep coming, the way they brought him back in this one. Like you're the only person that can do this. They give him his fake wand, which I loved.
Yep.
Snake wood.
Like the whole point is Grindelwald can see these glimpses of the future, so all you can do to try to beat him is just random chaos.
Tricks. Like so you can see
tricks. Plan is no plan. Just
do a bunch of random nonsense. Easy.
Which honestly, I kind of like the idea. I think it's a good idea.
It is.
I agree.
They did the suitcase swap. That was a real thing in the war times where they dropped the suitcase and they put one over the other one and they'll take it away. We watched a movie that did that, didn't we? We reviewed a movie.
Was that the one for my birthday picks with Henry Cavill?
Yeah,
did they do something like that?
Put the briefcase over it.
That was a spy tactic.
Yeah. There's a lot of spy movie briefcase.
If you guys ever come to DC, there's a spy museum.
Is there really?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. And there's like even an area like where the kids can go and they can walk through the duck and like crawl through ducks, and it's like look out.
Baby Die Hard.
It is. It's very cool. And then if you go through it, it has all like the inventions they made to be able to do spy shit. Like, and like the pens that could like put poison in and stuff. They show you all of it and they give you like videos and like sound bites to tell you all about it. It's very cool.
Nice.
Troy was good. You grew.
Yo, how you doing, bud? Kicked our ass on Thursday.
He's a jive turkey. That's why. He's driving you live.
Getting warm. I keep telling James, leave the cape on, take off the shirt, but leave the tie.
If it gets any hotter, we might have to start stripping. It's gonna be a fucking.
There you go. I mean, as far as we know, there's no pants on anyway.
We don't need him to prove anything either.
No. The setup to get Jacob out of the bakery, though, I thought was funny with the witches.
Stiffness.
You look like you should be working at the office. You should be selling paper at Dunder Mifflin, but you're really in the Hogwarts.
It's like the Hogwarts Dunder Mifflin. like the office at Hogwarts.
You look like an accountant who had a hard day and is ready to watch soccer.
Quidditch.
You look like the disappointed dad of one of the Hogwarts students during Harry Potter's final battle. Oh, I gotta pay for this, don't I?
Yep.
Like they just put out a trailer for an Australian The Office. There's a Hogwarts The Office coming. Jesus.
God. I see Dwight.
We have Hogwarts Dwight right here.
Dwight Dinglehopper.
I don't know that show. I tried it once.
It's not bad. You get into it. It's funny. The Dwight and fucking Jim back and forth shit. The pranks.
Maybe I'll try again down the road one of these days. Maybe.
It took.
I'm not a huge Steve Carell fan, but I liked him in The Office.
It definitely finds its groove by the third season.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too fucking far.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might as well just start there then.
Go ahead.
What's funny though about The Office, all the memes that you generally see that are like really famous from it, like the pumpkin head and stuff, it's all from like season 8 and 9.
Oh yeah, no.
The ones they say were the worst, but they're actually pretty funny. I don't mind them.
I don't mind them. They're not as they're not as good as the first half of the season, but it was still good for some laughs.
I agree.
Stupid little pranks like going Jim put all Dwight stuff into Jello.
That's like the first or second episode.
The fucking stapler and Jello was fucking
like there's some highlights, but it really doesn't really catch the groove until like season 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when he wraps all of his shit in paper, in wrapping paper.
Oh, that was a good one. No, that has one of the best opening scenes to a television show when they have the fire alarm goes off and they're all trying to get out of the building. But it's a trap that, it's a joke that Dwight set up.
And he put the blowtorch on the handles so nobody can touch the handles.
Yeah,
you touch the handle, you think the fire's on the other side. That was like voted one of the best opening scenes in television history or something like that.
So good.
Let's start the show with chaos.
Back to Fantastic Beasts. I actually like the kind of ragtag team they put together here. You have Newt, you have Jacob, his brother, which I thought Newt and his brother. I like the dynamic.
Yeah,
Thesaurus. I forgot his name.
Theseus.
There you go.
I at least liked Newt's brother and the dynamic they had, because there was a little animosity there, but it was like more friendly.
It felt like brotherly,
kind of like
brotherly animosity.
Yeah,
normal.
Kind of like Newt, like his brother, like you don't understand me.
Yep.
Like
they chose different paths basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of Newt is breaking laws. And he's on the police force, basically.
Like they went down different roads, but they still care for each other. So I was cool with the dynamic they set up between Newt and his brother. You have the black French wizard from the last movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Still in here.
And the female black professor from Hogwarts that was a fan of Newt. They're beating for the first. I enjoyed the team.
Wrote the book. She was pretty.
Yeah, I enjoyed the team. Because she's watching after Jacob and his fake wand half the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The babysitter.
Yeah.
Jesus. It was so for me when you get to the end, to the final battle though. Like you did build this really good team and it was cool. I like the quests that they had to go on. And that's the thing that I really liked about this. Yeah, this would have been very cool if they built the team out over these 3 and had to defeat some sort of evil that isn't. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, it doesn't have to be as big as Voldemort. We don't have to fight.
It can't. Well, the thing is, it can't be. I feel like with Harry Potter coming out first, anything like there's of course mention of Grindelwald throughout the Harry Potter series.
Yeah,
but
I'm like first villain in history.
but like you're not gonna. I don't think you can establish a character of that magnitude now after Harry Potter has been out with Voldemort and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
No,
just
you're
Now, are they coming out with another one?
no, they're coming out
Supposedly
with
a
a TV
series.
series of the Harry Potter books.
The books, right?
So each season will be
So we don't know what happened to What happened
No,
to Griswold?
Grindelwald gets away in this.
Grindelwald, I mean, that's it. Then he just dies an old man.
No, he got caught up in one of Date's freak offs.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
did
I
he?
forgot about
Did he was his
got
down.
caught. He got caught with some little.
There's
shit.
reference of it in the Harry Potter movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will tell you this
Yeah,
though,
because-
like think about that though. Like so, and this is what pisses me off about these franchises and what they did with Harry Potter. Voldemort was always supposed to be the most biggest badass of all time. You've already established that Grindelwald is more of a badass because even it's hard for a young Dumbledore who's at full power to fight him.
Yeah.
Not just because of the blood pact, but also they match power really well.
Yeah. They
Yep.
said they're basically even, kind of. Yeah.
So like, all that tells me is like, he old ass Dumbledore is fighting Voldemort, who's sort of matching his power. So you match old Dumbledore's power. Good on you, Voldemort. Like you're not that interesting. If Grindelwald was way worse, and it took all the wizards to try and stop Grindelwald and his cult.
Mhm.
Like it's bonkers to me that they just were like that. Dumbledore grew up after dealing with this, right? This is where it feels so off tone. Dumbledore was firsthand planning this to fight Grindelwald.
Yep.
But then when it comes down time to it, and Voldemort, who it is publicly known, don't say the dude's name.
Mhm.
That's how bad he is. Do not say his name. Harry Potter is famous for surviving him, being the only one. And so you're going to tell me that Dumbledore was like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to put together this wizard team that's really efficient, really powerful, and can do it. I'm going to put together a team of kids.
Yeah.
Because that's like seriously, like think about the matching up of that. All you're telling me is Grindelwald was a bigger threat, and now what do I care about Dumbledore for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of ruined it with this.
There is some
they
really
didn't think about that.
there is some really weird power dynamics going on, like some mismatches from the lore of Harry Potter movies to what Grindelwald was, and watching these, I'm like, what does this mean for?
You see how even when they were how even they were when they had like 10 seconds of fighting when the thing started haywiring.
Yeah.
Yep.
The blood pack, they had that little quick battle. They're like basically even. It makes sense because they grew up with each other and they're really close. A lot of wand fights, if you know what
See,
I mean.
I liked the aspect of Grindelwald. God damn it! I tried to keep it serious. I was the one trying to keep it serious there.
Sure, you were. I give you the credit.
You tried, Chris, but
I tried.
You did good.
all right,
No,
we're back together.
No, I like the background story of like Dumbledore and Grindelwald growing up, the gay relationship, being in love. I like that. I think that's good story building. I don't think it was fleshed out well at all.
No.
Because
And that's how
you
that's how
made
they
Newt the
introduced it, right?
protagonist of the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Should have
this
been a Dumbledore
no.
movie.
It's this whole trilogy should have been Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Like Newt could have been like a
Side
sidekick.
I think it should have been either a Dumbledore. Yeah, you could have had Newt in there, but like, what's the point? Like, there should have been a Dumbledore movie versus Grindelwald, his greatest foe, one that matched him.
That would have made this trilogy so much better if they just like the Dumbledore trilogy was the term I came away from after watching these three movies. This is what it should have been. It should have been a Dumbledore trilogy.
Definitely.
Whereas you could have, could have just said, "Fine, we're going to tell Fantastic Beasts." But if you were going to do a Fantastic Beasts movie, I would make it a mix of like Ungentlemanly Warfare and maybe like a cryptozoic type of expedition.
That's what I thought it was going to be when it first came out. I thought it was just going to be like how they wrote the book, how they found out what every creature was. Like he was going around the world finding these creatures.
I would even made it like he has to go around. Somebody's killing creatures.
Yeah, like
Somebody's
poachers
going
or
around
something.
killing them.
Well, yeah, for the one of the main storylines in this one is there's this rare creature called the Chilean,
Yeah,
Yeah, just chilling.
who is so inherently good it will bow to only the person that is so full of heart it believes it could lead the wizard race. So this is where the Fantastic Beasts come in for me. Obviously, the movie starting on an incredibly sad note. There's a mother Chilean giving birth. Fucking Ezra Miller, Credence comes with Grindelwald's posse, kills the mother, takes the one baby, but it has twins.
Yep. Which she did.
Grindelwald slices the baby's throats and then like rebirths it in death so that it loves him.
Yep.
And then Newt finds the twin, takes it. So we have a fully wholehearted, alive one that can prove Grindelwald is a fraud. So Grindelwald is looking for this animal, fantastic beast, if you so speak, throughout this movie. That's kind of the plot.
Yeah.
And this could, yeah, oh God.
It tried to
It's like
too much into it.
It's like Dumbledore is a secret agent controlling this team, and this is what the trilogy should have been, building this out as opposed to making Newt. Because Newt,
we kind of ended with this, and like the way this one was, should have kind of been in the first with them, like you're saying, building the team together with the first two, doing little battles between the one. Then this one is the one. This one is the last battle. This one is the.
Can I rant for a sec?
Can I say something real quick? What it reminded me of though, with Credence, it kind of reminded me of Star Wars, where Kylo Ren came into the picture.
it's a little bit. Yeah, I could see that a little bit. He is like, yeah, because you eventually find out Credence is Dumbledore's nephew.
Yeah.
So the second movie ends, you find out Credence is a Dumbledore. There's no indication as to how he's a Dumbledore. In this one, you find out he's Dumbledore's nephew, and Dumbledore's brother is in this one. So you get a little bit of the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Same time, Dumbledore fell in love with Grindelwald. His brother fell in love with a woman. That's another thing. It seems like a side note to like the main story.
Because
the way they explain that.
Secrets of Dumbledore, but we kind of figure that out while following everything. It's so stupid. Mm-hmm. Honestly, if I could argue this for a second, this is the problem with a lot of these movies that we're revisiting. I don't mind this whole let's revisit because sometimes it works. I like the Beverly Hills Cop revisit. You know what I mean? But then you get shit like this that's like, okay, Harry Potter's over. So there's an entire franchise. And you could say the same thing with Star Wars, Harry Potter. It's even going on with Marvel right now, where the fans get so uppity and bitchy and they're complaining so much like, oh, it's like it was back in the day when you remake this stuff, but I want it with more stuff I want to see. And it's like, oh, really? What do you want to see? I want to see the stuff I'm familiar with. And it's like, we just fucking remade it. What are you talking about? And it's just like, no. But like, I want Dumbledore, but I want like sexy Dumbledore. I don't want this Newt guy. I don't know Newt. I know his mentions, but I don't know him. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Let them make a good movie and enjoy the wizarding world, not sexy Dumbledore. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's where I'm at with
people want sexy Dumbledore.
Sexy Dumbledore is the wrong way to go. It's like,
I mean, James just needs to take his shirt off and put the cape back on, and then we've got sexy.
Sexy James works for me.
Yeah,
I'm not James. I'm
fucking leave the
fudge bucket.
Better leave the glasses on too. Leave the glasses on.
Chubba's fudge bucket.
That is a very creative name. I don't know how the fuck.
I'm gonna have a beer and eat this meatloaf after dinner after a long day of work.
I'm feeling like some fudge.
I'm having some pumpkin pie cider.
How you doing? I'm Norm. I'm having some pumpkin pie cider while
he's like at a bar down the road around the corner from Hogwarts is where you'll find James.
Got done doing some work over there at the Hogwarts, you know.
No.
And I had to set up
doing some work over there at the Hogwarts.
They're still running on Windows 95. Can you believe that?
I know.
No, but it's like they give Dumbledore, and even the way he looks in this, it's just like a secret agent running a team.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a little tried to make it like a little bit of a spy thriller, which was weird.
Yeah,
He wasn't looking wizardy to you.
Each three of these movies, I think it's clear they didn't have a comprehensive plan going into this.
Nope.
Like these movies were made just to capitalize on the Harry Potter popularity, and with no real story fleshed out. Certainly to make a trilogy, like Fantastic Beasts as a one-off was fine. That's the problem with trilogies. It's most of them start as a one-off.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's add more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did so well.
But
we'll turn this into, we'll make it like a Dumbledore origin story.
But I mean, with this, why not just make it wrapped? It's called Fantastic Beasts. Make it more about the beast for each one, telling the story, whatever for each one.
Like this one was focused on a beast, but they only focus on a single beast essentially in this one.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they're bringing in a bunch of beasts or anything in this to help.
But it's
hide the story.
They use it as a MacGuffin. It's just kind of fucking lacks. It lacks in everything because it's like the whole thing is called Fantastic Beasts. What are we like? What are you talking about? Like we're just gonna brush over the beasts?
No, they only it's the Secrets of Dumbledore. That's the name. That should have just been the name of the movie, if anything. Like Fantastic Beasts is just the main label on it.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't really have much to do with the beast other than the chillin they try to save.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Which that part sucks.
There's not even 30 seconds of them in Newt's suitcase looking at the beasts in this movie.
And why not put that thing under protection? Why is he going? They're having a suitcase running around the town with it.
Well, I guess and one of the things, like, you don't know who you can trust. I will say they've done a good job of establishing you don't know who you can trust when it comes to the villains in Harry Potter and their followers. Voldemort's followers, Grindelwald's followers. Like, you don't know who's on their side. Like, leave it to the fucking weird ass Germans to get Grindelwald off the hook in this one. Like, they're the ones that refuse to charge him, say he's clear of charges. The fucking German Ministry of Magic in this one.
It's crazy. They're making it like it was like Hitler, like World War II going on.
Which is what it should have been.
Yeah.
It should have been Dumbledore. Honestly, like, that's a great point. And like, if we're really thinking about it, if you want to make a villain that's not as powerful as Voldemort, but like build power, you build a Grindelwald as somebody who is, he's building this cult of followers like Hitler did in the wizarding world. And Dumbledore is the only one rising to try and stop him and build his own team.
It's interesting because now I'm thinking Grindelwald could have been as powerful as Voldemort, or a bigger threat, just a different way, if he goes the political route through these three movies, as opposed to Voldemort, who was just kind of imposing himself through violence or possible violence when we get to the Harry Potter movies. Yeah.
I also
straight out of fear.
I also want to just point out one thing that I said earlier, because I know Harry Potter fans are super intense, and I don't want to take that away from them because I get it. It's your geek. And when I said that, Harry Potter is fighting Voldemort and like he picked up some high school kids, like, I get the significance of those movies and I appreciate how special it is and that Harry Potter survived Voldemort and blah, blah, blah. It's that these movies negate all that.
Yeah.
When you add it. So like, I just want to make sure that everybody hears that argument.
At the very least, they certainly throw a little bit of a wrench into it.
They definitely do.
I'd heard argue that they kind of break the plot of like the terror behind Voldemort and who he was. Like, they made these. We don't go back in time, right? Like, so for as powerful as the wizard world is now, right? Like, when I think about things in life, like how that's their nature. And I realize I'm going to, so that's their nature. That's their natural way of living. I think about our natural way of living. we wouldn't travel back in time and be like, oh, okay, nature was more powerful back then. It may have been flourishing differently or something like that. The world may have been a little different, but it wasn't more powerful back then.
Yeah.
So like, if we keep going backwards with these prequels and you keep trying to make them more powerful, it's not going to work.
No.
Like, I mean, it could work, but you're not making it work. This was sad. This was like a sad attempt, in my opinion.
No, that's fair. I like nobody starts with a trilogy, a successful trilogy, and then it's like, we need to keep going. They want to go backwards. Like Harry Potter came out first.
Yeah.
If this was going to be the start of a franchise and they put all that effort into these 3 movies, I think we get a totally different build, setup, story, and everything like that before it ever leads into Harry Potter. You can't. I don't.
You have to leave.
But fuck, man. There's also. I enjoyed the scene where Newt goes to save his brother and he mimics the crabs. I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
Freaking walking like
He's
that.
doing the dance, walking sideways.
Nope. Then he makes his brother do it, and his brother wants to.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking good.
And that giant fucking scorpion thing was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
That whole sequence was pretty cool. And again, like the sequences with Newt and the team were fun.
Yeah.
I liked them, and I wish there was more focus.
It could have been. No, this should have been a trilogy of Dumbledore building and leading the team through random crazy quests.
Adventures.
Oh yeah. Even accept that, like they're building towards Grindelwald or whatever. Like this should have been like Indiana Jones with a fun wizard team.
Yeah.
Maybe having to get stuff.
It's really building, because if this is supposed, obviously there's no news of any kind of Fantastic Beasts 4. This movie ends with Dumbledore and Grindelwald in a battle. It breaks their blood curse, so he can actually fight him, and then they can't kill each other still, even with that broken. And Grindelwald gets away. Like, now you just go into Harry Potter.
Feels like they can. They just chose not to. They just walked away from each other.
But
that's why I think that's why they zoomed up on the thing broken, because it makes you question. You're like, wait, it's broken. You can attack them. Why aren't you attacking them? It's broken.
They're still in love.
They're still in love.
He couldn't do it. He loved them.
Yeah.
Can't bring themselves to do it.
I got a question about the Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
So during the Harry Potter series, the Phoenix, Dumbledore said the Phoenix comes to you basically like if you're chosen. And it saved Harry with a tear, right? But in this, they're saying the Phoenix only comes to Dumbledore's if they're dying. That's why he was keep following Credence, because he was slowly dying. It was waiting for him to die.
Well, they indicated the Phoenix was there and that he was dying. Yes.
And that's what Dumbledore said, because he said that Grindelwald wasn't telling him the truth. He said the truth. He said he wasn't choosing. The Phoenix is not choosing him because he's a man of power, because he's a Dumbledore. It's because he's dying, and that's why the Phoenix is there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know the Phoenix was. I understand Phoenix dies and they rebirth. I get that part, the lore, but I didn't. That wasn't not mentioned in regular Harry Potter series at all. About if Dumbledore's dying, the Phoenix comes. Oh, it's hovering over him because it knows he's going to die, or something like that. That was kind of.
I
have
to wait till we see that in the Harry Potter movies to remember what they say.
I don't remember now.
No, but Dumbledore does have the run-in with Credence and essentially convinces him that he's being lied to by Grindelwald, because Credence stands up to Grindelwald towards the end.
Just like Ren.
I'm sticking up for you.
And then
to you.
Someone said, I did share that conspiracy theory. Someone said Harry Potter is Star Wars with wizards.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is essentially.
Yeah,
that's what people said.
But I hate, like, even when like Star Wars fan, and I am a Star Wars fan, it's tattooed on me. Like I love it. not much of the new stuff, but you know what I mean. So it's what bugs me about that is like when people freak out about this and they're like, "Oh, Star Wars, you can't say it's all like it's the fucking same." They're following the hero's journey. That's all this is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a basic foundations. Like,
Yep.
Jesus. Drives me pretty good.
I do like at least that this movie wraps up with Jacob and Queenie getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
I like that was a fun ending for them.
I thought it was going to end with Newt getting with Bunty.
No, but yeah, his assistant's definitely in love with him throughout this. I am surprised they didn't bring back whatever her name is that's now leader of the Americans. Like, it was weird that they only had her in like one scene throughout the movie and then at the very end.
Yeah, they really did not do a good job with her.
No.
And
Didn't
she's
make sense.
It's not like she's some no-name actor either, you know, because she's been in a bunch of stuff. She's in a movie.
Yeah.
And they made her like head of the thing. Is like she wasn't like a really powerful wizard either. It's not like she was like whooping ass in the other fucking movies.
No.
So it was kind of weird that she got promotion that high up.
A little bit, yeah. She went. Yeah. It is America. It was the American ministry. So who knows?
New York. Mick had something to do with it. American Ron Weasley. Sorry.
American Ron Weasley.
He did it. He did it.
Just going back,
what do you
I
guys
wish
rate
it was
this
more
movie,
on the
though?
fucking beasts, man. Because the beasts were cool when they're in the suitcase and you see all the
Yeah, this had the least amount of beast in it.
Yeah. Annoyed
It
me.
was focused on one beast and one beast only.
That's what pissed me off.
Yeah.
What do you guys rate this? James, what
I'm
do you got?
going to drop this one. But it's not this. I'm going to give this one a 6.
6. Chris?
What did I give the first one?
6.
What did I give the second one?
Or sorry, 6.5 for the first one, 6 for the second one.
This one I'm gonna give 6.5. Only because this had more story, conclusion, and action mix as opposed to the second one, which was legitimately just all story.
How about you, Mick?
5.
5.
Because again, I liked a lot about it, but it's just so convoluted and takes away from a lot.
I give it a 6. Didn't hate it. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely better than the second.
I don't know. Like this. They had Fantastic Beasts because they wanted to get back to the Harry Potter money making world, which is fine, and as a one-off would have been good. Mm-hmm. But making this a trilogy was just more of a overall hodgepodge. I think.
I agree.
Of let's see how we can just fucking keep this going. Mm-hmm. Just like the same way they're putting together the reboot and making it a TV series.
Wait, what?
That'll be interesting, though. I guess. I mean, they're supposed to be following the books more. So,
of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Each season's gonna be a different book.
Holy shit! Huh? I didn't.
They're making it. They're just fucking doing it as a TV series as opposed to movies this time.
Oh, okay.
Like, all right.
Smart, I guess. People will watch it. People.
I mean, it's a new generation too. Think about it. That was the last one started in 2000. So, if you were, let's say, you were 5 when that came out, you were born in 1995. You're almost 30 years old. So. There's a whole new slew of kids reading those books who watch those movies who now watch kid actors their age grow up with.
So one thing we haven't talked about is how much of an asshole J.K. Rowling actually is, just based on her views. And I just want to say, I don't think any of us are in favor of some of her views, just to point out. But this is still, Harry Potter as a whole is just a fun story.
Yeah, I separate that.
You got to be able to separate that.
Yeah,
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree on a lot of things with that. I believe you got to have your passport for everything. But one thing I won't refrain from is I have had conversations especially with trans friends and stuff. So I guess she said things against the trans community.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what she said.
Me either.
And I don't, and I, but I, I know it angered a lot of people, but I gotta like refrain from calling her evil until at least I know.
I just want to state that we are doing our best as we're going through this series to separate that. That is two different things.
Yes.
The
Oh no,
story
not what you were saying. I'm just like
yeah.
like, stuff like that, like because I hear a lot of people commenting on it, and it's just like, but I hear a lot of people commenting on it, and I still don't know what was said. That's where I take into
it's nothing in favor of the trans community.
Oh, I'm sure not, and I'm not defending him.
But it's still something to where, like, before I can have an opinion on it, and I don't want to just hear a clip. I need to hear the whole conversation. Like, I hate when you just hear a clip and then that person, oh man, they said this, and it's like, but hear the whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're like, what did they say? Like 2 seconds before that, though.
I do.
Not even 2 seconds before it, the whole conversation, because you're just gonna take what you want to hear and take that however you want to take it, good or bad, and that's it.
No, I agree. That's why I don't give my opinion on it, because I didn't read about it. I didn't hear the interview. I have no clue. I just know it's against the trans community, so it's fucked up. But I always separate it. Like other movies too, people are like, "Oh, did you hear this person got arrested? They're in jail for this." I'm not watching their movies no more. I'm like, I'm still watching the movies because there's other actors in that movie. It's not fair to them.
And a whole crew.
Yeah, the crew. Not only that, but to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, I'll speak for myself. I don't know who's done what with the movie and who's done what. If you're gonna do that for movies, you're gonna have to do that for everything in life.
Yeah.
Like literally everything. I'm sure there was a dirty ass person that started building houses, so we're gonna start fucking living outside now. Like,
right. One thing I did hear
that I built your house. Oh, I gotta move.
I thought what was really good advice in situations like this was, it's okay to get the art. We were talking about Harry Potter too, and it was a friend of mine, a trans friend of mine, who she was saying, we're not saying don't read Harry Potter. We're not saying like this is still art that's out there and such. What we're saying is don't put the money in their pockets. So go to a secondhand bookstore if you want the books.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the movies, go to a thrift store or something and buy the DVDs there or something where it's not going to benefit her pocket.
Yeah, that's great advice.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It just seemed important. It just seemed important to note that because I don't think we had mentioned it. But
yeah. Because I usually don't bring it up and think about it because it's kind of like politics. I leave it out.
Well, we're doing a lot of promoting about Harry Potter and stuff for the podcast, and I like.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, rest in peace, Maggie Smith.
Yeah, here's to Maggie Smith.
Oh my God, dude! I was watching a montage of some of her great scenes, and it started with Sister Act, and I was like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, I remember her Sister Act.
Good,
yeah.
I forgot she was in that. I didn't even know who she was.
She was the main nun, wasn't she?
Professor McGonagall.
Sister
Pour one out.
Spear.
Our whole series is dedicated to her.
Yep.
Yeah. Cheers, Professor McGonagall.
Yeah, cheers.
We love you, Maggie Smith. She really was, man. She was fantastic.
Yeah. I almost forgot about it.
All right. Next week we kick off the main event.
Yeah.
The main series.
Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm excited.
With the Basilisk.
Listen, I've lost count of how many times I've seen these movies. I'm not gonna lie.
This will be my second time. So.
My sister is obsessed with Harry Potter, so when she was growing up from fucking age, I don't even fucking, she was born in 91. So I don't even fucking know how old she was. She started watching these. Everyone came out. She read the books first. She loves the books more than the movies. Mm-hmm. But as soon as the movies came out, she got the cassette tape, the fucking, the VCR.
Yeah.
Some people don't know what that is. I know I'm old.
He is.
He is the oldest here. No, Mick is.
Mick is. But
James is number 2.
Watched them multiple times. She always had that shit on. So much that I used to have to, because she bought. Remember that fucking game where you put the cassette or DVD in the TV, And it's a
Yeah, there was
board
a horror
game.
game. There was like a Western game.
She had the Harry Potter one, and no one played it because I'm the only other one watched the movies with her. So I had to
You
play
fucking
with
nerd.
play it all the time.
Mm,
She
they're
whooped
good
my
together.
ass, man. I didn't know shit. She knew
Well-
names of the spells. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Oh, listen, the first two movies came out. Like the first one came out, it got real popular. I had no idea what the fuck it was. The second one
Mhm.
came out. I'm like, I don't want to be part of this ridiculousness. Yeah, because it was just fucking growing like right away. And then I think I watched the first, like the third one was coming out. I'm like, it's just so ingrained out there already. I'm like, I might as well watch these and see what it is. And then I got fucking sucked in.
Yep.
Like I watched the first two movies, then I bought the first two books, read them. I'm like, I got to read the third book before the movie comes out, so I know what the fuck is going on. And then
Damn,
I
you
just
went in
burned through.
hardcore.
Yeah, I've got all the books still.
Nice.
The
Nice.
weirdest thing for me is going to happen is starting over, seeing them young again.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel
It'll be
Radcliffe
fun,
young and all that shit. It's going to be
Hey,
so
Daniel,
weird.
listen, I want to do it multiple times throughout the whole next month we're doing this, but kudos to Daniel Radcliffe and just his career path, man. He has just, I've loved following him and the weird shit he's done after
Hmm.
Harry Potter.
Weird.
Oh, he
man.
did that nude. He
Like-
did that nude play or something.
He did not let Harry Potter define him, and he did
No.
not let that he did not just ride it out.
And I believe he's sober still. He was an
Yeah, oh,
alcoholic.
yeah.
He was drunk on.
Yeah.
He was drunk on set.
As a kid.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So he's sober now. So good.
But
so
he's still one of my favorite people to when I see he's gonna be in something. It makes me curious to see it.
So check it out.
I seen him on. I forgot what late night talk show it was, but he did that fucking alphabet rap.
Yes. he
That shit
great.
was crazy.
Oh
I
my
was
god,
like,
that was so
damn.
good.
The whole alphabet and it's a whole rap with every letter of the alphabet.
Mhm.
He was so good in it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, he's just seems
Yeah.
like a cool guy.
And he did a horror movie. Was it the Woman in
Horns,
Black?
dude.
Horns.
Oh, The Woman in Black. He did Horns, which was like a horror comedy.
Yeah, that one I watched.
Army Man.
Swiss. Yeah. Oh god.
He did
Yeah.
a few.
Yeah, he's like he could have easily just wrote out like blockbuster type movies.
Oh, Weird Al.
Maybe.
Weird is one of my favorites.
That
I
is
love
funny.
I
I
fucking
liked
loved it.
I liked it.
I forgot we did that on Popcorn and
We
Pints.
did it.
Yeah, we reviewed
here.
it. Yeah.
No, but Harry Potter led to the kind of trajectory that he could have only done, like refused to do anything other than like big budget blockbuster
Yeah.
type stuff.
Yeah.
But no, he went more of like an indie route
Mm-hmm.
with some
Probably did more of what
weird
he- probably
choices
went
and
more of
like
what he
fun
wanted to
choices.
do.
Yeah,
Ron Weasley, he fucking bought an ice cream truck.
no, dude. He did a bunch of like indie shit too, and like TV shows.
He did
Like
a horror movie. He was in a horror movie.
Yeah, but
He
I
was
seen
on, he was on a
in
TV
the
show
interview.
for
He said
a
he
year.
bought an ice cream truck though.
Oh, nice.
He really did buy an ice cream
Yeah,
truck.
they-
Drive around
they've-
with ice cream out.
yeah, I don't know. We'll get into it, but yeah,
Yeah,
Love
but
it.
anyways,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we got many weeks to talk about this. So.
yes.
Can't do it all in one night.
Got a whole month. A whole month.
month, baby. I love it.
Make sure you guys come through and check out the Scene Snobs, check out Horror Research 30, check out Stories from a Bar, and of course check out Popcorn and Pints. But we are gonna shake our wands and get on out of here, people. Thanks for popping by.
Bippity bop.